Okay, we have after close to 2 years, I finally had a chance to see the local rock band Handel. And I'll tell you what, it was worth the wait. You guys are here at the 3rd annual Ride for Diabetes at Triborough. You guys seriously rocked.
Thanks.
Great job, honestly, great job. It was worth the wait, easily. So we're doing a quick interview just because it's almost impossible to schedule together with anybody. So, now how did the band form?
This was, it was through Facebook, actually. I put ads out there, you know, wanted to get these guys together and start this, and Mike came through, our first guitar player. You were actually a guitar student.
Yeah, I was a guitar student. I was taking lessons. I've been in over 3 years now.
Okay.
But they needed a guitarist to replace a leaving guitarist. And at the shakeup that happened at that time was that the drummer also left. So while I was taking lessons one day, my guitar instructor said, "Hey, Mike, I'm going to join a band. They need a drummer. Are you interested?" He knew that I had played. He knew I had played out. So he had never heard me play drums. He heard me play guitar, but he never heard me play drums.
Okay.
But he was confident enough because he knew what I could do on the guitar, and that I had already played out in other forums. I was in a previous band. So we went down, did their audition, and as they say, the rest is history. Three and a half years later. So.
You're the longest tenured.
Yeah.
Okay.
member.
Besides me
and Shelley, or Shelley and I. Right, but, you know.
Come on, this is my magazine. Do you really think I worry about proper English? I've gotten blasted by somebody for it, and it's like, you know what, we don't even worry about it in conversation. Why? You know, why? So the band's been 3 years now, roughly?
Oh, it's older than that, but
okay.
I've been in it over 3 years.
Yeah, we started, the Handel's actually been a band since 1994.
You know what? That could be why the name sounded familiar to me. I left the area in 2002. I was a DJ on WXLB in mid-90s.
We broke up, haven't done a damn thing, and in 2009, we got together, my son on lead guitar, my cousin on drums. We got the band back together again, started getting gigs again, and, you know, personnel changes. My son left, he wanted to start his own band. My drummer, back then, my cousin, didn't want to do it anymore because it was just too much for him.
Yeah.
And
life has some things.
There ever since. And
they opened the door and I didn't let anybody else in.
Mike's like the personality of the band.
Okay.
His job is to make everybody laugh.
Yeah. He's like the guy that, you know, if we're on. Every band goes through it, you know.
Yeah.
In a bad mood, you have a bad practice. You got Mike there to kind of make it happy.
Yeah, yeah. Basically, to break the mood and
break
you know,
the tension.
yeah.
You know, and it works.
Yeah.
So, and I mean, we've had a couple lineup changes since 2000. Let me think about this. 3 years, 14, 11. What is it? I was at the freaking beach.
I
got the call. You gotta show up and play. Here's your set list.
I actually told my dad last week. I said, I realized something. I don't live my life by dates. I live by events going on. Don't ask me what date it is. Just ask me what's going on in the Lehigh Valley that day.
But the current version that you saw today is probably 2 years strong.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is actually it's the longest.
Okay.
This is band.
Yeah. This is what you saw today is 2 years old, and when we sit down and we run through it, it's very well oiled, well heeled. It doesn't. Like so, we'll come at you. We're not going to lay back. We're going to come at you and give you good.
So you guys live by a more true definition of rock versus a more commercialized definition of it.
Yes, we're not afraid. I mean, we're not going to change a song, but we're going to bring the, as they used to say in the '60s and '70s, the feel to the music.
Yep, that's what's actually missing on a lot of today's music.
Don't do it.
Yeah, I mean, even when if you look at the criteria for my band reviews, it's more than just the music. You know, it's like you have to make the crowd feel it. You have to make the crowd feel like they're a part of it. You know, so it's like, you know, it's it's more than just, okay, let's go up there and play. We have a packed dance floor. Everything's cool, you know. So to me, especially rock, that's always supposed to be that way.
I agree. I mean, we do a lot of shows. We see a lot of bands. We see a lot of very talented technical musicians.
Yeah.
We see people that I look at, I wish I could do what they do. But if they're not bleeding on it, they're not bringing it.
Yeah. If they're not feeling it, the crowd isn't going to.
Well, they may be feeling it, but if they're feeling it flat, flat is flat.
Yeah.
So we're not afraid to let it ride.
That's really cool. That's, you know, and believe it or not, a lot of people actually want that. You know, because there's so many bands out there that are just like the same thing over and over again.
Bring the energy.
Yeah.
You know, it's like in your face, classic rock and roll. That's what we're about.
Yeah.
Well, we've talked about it. We said, well, we can be a CD copy, or you can go buy the Doors CD copy. You can buy the Car CD copy, or you can let us play it.
So you guys make the songs more. You put your own edge onto it versus just trying to copy it exactly.
I don't want to say that we're going to change that song.
No, I didn't say change it, but you try and
push it a little bit. We're going to put some energy into it. We're going to let it hang out a little bit.
You put your own style into it. Let's put it that way.
We call it Handelizing.
Yeah, yeah. That's really important.
That's what we like to do. And it's all about the music and having fun. I like the entertainment. Yeah,
That's and again, you say you go back to the '60s and '70s. You talk about some of the greatest bands, and they enjoyed playing the music for themselves.
Yep.
And one of the biggest benefits and loves that I have with this is that I love playing this music. And we've played shows to 125 to 150 people, what have you. We played shows to 25 people.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. The professionalism is there, and you just do it. You give them what you got.
Yeah. And the crowd responds to it.
It does. Well, you just saw.
Yeah.
You saw. We were in there, and it was kind of a tight house. You know. We started playing, and all of a sudden, you got people clapping and moving along with what we're doing.
Yeah. Oh, like I said, this is my first time seeing you guys, and I was like, damn.
I hope you can come out and see us again.
Oh yeah, I will. Oh yeah, definitely.
Jaws, October 31st, November 1st at
Veracruz Tavern.
Veracruz Tavern.
Okay. Now I'm going to cut this a little short. We can always do a part 2 just because, honestly, it's cold out here.
Yeah, I know, it is cold.
It's autumn. It's finally autumn in the Lehigh Valley. Just one way I like to end every interview, okay? Advice to other people, whether they're teenagers, whether they're in the 50s, that want to get into music. I always like to, to help other people out, you know?
My advice is play. Play with your passion. Let your passion come through your playing. Do not be afraid to make a mistake. Just play.
And enjoy what you're
doing.
Okay.
Let it happen. Mistakes happen all the time, and you can't cut them out. But if you're pushing the passion, nobody can fault you.
Yeah, and people can tell. And if you're honest and real about things, people are more likely to forgive you quick than if you're fake and make a mistake and just. So.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we'll do a part 2 of this in one of your next shows. I do have more questions, but in all honesty, it's chilly. But thanks for your time, guys. Honestly, I appreciate it. Did you enjoy the interview?
Yeah.
As short as it was?
Thanks, Mike.
Not a problem.